inflammation. Inflammation is like if you're eating donuts, all that sugar is going to do bad shit to your stomach, and your body needs to repair. So when your body is repairing, it's not going to tell you to go out and have a great workout or a meaningful conversation. It's going to say, I need Band-Aids. I need medication.
Right.
Give me more donuts. Give me more food. Give me more crap.
Yep.
But to your point, when you eat the good food, the nourishing food, you're rebuilding your system. When you rebuild your system, you rebuild your mind. When you rebuild your mind, you have the enthusiasm and you have the belief in yourself that you can go out and do things in the world.
Which makes you hang around different people and engage with different actions and
exactly.
activities.
So is it actually that you're feeding up to the cloud and it's sending you to these specific things? Maybe not. Maybe it's just you going out into the world.
Right. And it kind of doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
Because what's the output? What's the outcome, as
Positive.
you say it?
Exactly. Yeah.
It's positive.
So you find one lever that you can correlate with a positive shift of input to output, and then just leverage the shit.
And there's even a simpler one than that.
Which is?
Don't eat 3 hours before bed.
Oh shit. I'm bad at that.
So am I.
Talk me through it. Change it for me. A conversation with you is the reason I don't drink Monster anymore. I've replaced it a little bit, but I used to have a crippling addiction to Monster, and we had a conversation similar to this. I'm hoping this is the same thing for not eating before bed.
Well, hopefully it works for me too. But not eating before bed has everything to do with motivation in the morning. That's how it feels for me. So when you don't eat 3 hours before bed, your stomach, I guess, is processing. Well, it's done processing by the time you go to sleep, so that now you are getting the full juice of your sleep.
Okay.
So what I mean by full juice is rather than you be digesting for the first 4 hours of your sleep, your body is in repair and cleansing and doing all the stuff it needs to do, rather than burning the midnight oil and catching up on work. You're allowing the full recycling to go on, so that when you wake up in the morning, you're fully re-energized. Mm-hmm. You're also hungrier. And hungry is not just food hungry. It's hungry for life. It's hungry to go out. It's hungry and accomplish things. It's hungry to go out and make shit happen.
Yeah, driven.
Because like people who smoke weed and eat a lot of shit, they're not that driven. Why? Because they're constantly feeding their body, and their body's getting the dopamine that it needs. When you're overdoing it with the dopamine, your body has no desire to wake up before 1 p.m. There's no reason to go out and fuck the world. You know what I mean? Like make things happen.
Yeah.
Because that energy is used to, and when I say fuck the world, it means to create stuff in the world. Is to create business or create opportunities. It's to,
instead of consumption.
Exactly.
Right. Flip that switch.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
And so that's how I see it. I don't have my whiteboard, but
we'll do another one, a podcast with a whiteboard.
But does that make sense? It's just like you're not getting everything out of your sleep, essentially.
Yeah, 100%.
And you're curbing your morning motivation.
Okay. That makes sense.
That's what it is. And so if you can do that, if you can get 8 hours of sleep, and then you're going to wake up in the morning and you're going to want to eat something healthy. You're not waking up like you have to crawl back.
I don't eat it anymore in the morning. That's why. So if I stop eating 3 hours before I go to sleep, I'm done. I mean, that cuts my eating window to like 2 hours, basically. Because I really enjoy fasting through the day.
Yeah.
That's why I tend to eat late, because I'll push the fast as long as I can. And then I'll eat at 5, 6, and then again at 9. And then I guess that's more or less 3 hours before I go to sleep, usually. But
can you
be conscious of it?
Are you aware, though, on those nights that you do finish eating early, how you feel the next day?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. More the opposite. But now that I think back on it, definitely that relationship is true. But if I eat lasting, it's always garbage right before I go to bed. On those nights, I'm eating late. It's 11. I'll eat that, go to bed. I wake up physically hungry, for food.
Yeah.
And just in my head, trouble just getting going.
Getting the machine going. Trouble finding my words.
I feel like the opposite of whatever ketosis makes me feel like. Yeah. So definitely I feel that.
Totally.